Now, the Supreme Court will today hear a public interest litigation filed against Uttar Pradesh Chief Minister Mayawati over a recent statue installation spree. The PIL seeks a CBI probe against the BSP Supremo over the misuse of state exchequer to the tune of crores of rupees. Mayawati had unveiled 40 statues of BSP founder Kanshi Ram and herself on the 25th of June, days ahead of the scheduled hearing date, in an apparent bid to preempt the apex court from preventing her move. The opposition had meanwhile slammed Mayawati's move, with Samajwadi Party chief Mulayam Singh saying given a chance he would bulldoze Mayawati's statues.
जब आपकी सरकार फिर से आएगी उत्तर प्रदेश के अंदर तो आप बुलडोजर चलवा देंगे इन मूर्तियों पर और इन स्मारकों पर, तो क्या होगा ऐसा आगे?
उसने बुलडोजर चलाया है, लोहिया चौराहा बुलडोजर चलाया है, तो बुलडोजर तो कहीं न कहीं चलेगा।
बहन जी को चुना गया उत्तर प्रदेश की जनता जनार्दन के खुशहाली के लिए, उत्तर प्रदेश के जो बुनियादी सुविधा है उनको उपलब्ध कराने के लिए। उस पर उनका ध्यान नहीं है, केवल जनता का पैसा लुटाया जा रहा है, जनता के पैसे को बर्बाद किया जा रहा है। और ताबड़तोड़ में कल जो उद्घाटन हुआ है इसलिए हुआ है क्योंकि 3 तारीख को पब्लिक इंटरेस्ट लिटिगेशन सुप्रीम कोर्ट में लगी हुई है, उससे बचने के लिए सब काम किया गया है। जनता उन्हें माफ नहीं करेगी। लोकसभा में वे अपने परिणाम देख चुकी हैं। 2012 में बहुजन समाज पार्टी का सफाया हो जाएगा।
Meanwhile, a defiant Mayawati has lashed out at her critics.
लखनऊ में कुछ महापुरुषों के आदर सम्मान में स्थापित किए गए स्मारकों, संग्रहालयों, मूर्तियों व पार्कों आदि पर खर्च किया गया उससे कहीं कम तथा नाम मात्र का है जो देश की राजधानी दिल्ली राजघाट पर स्थित समाधियों की जमीन की अकेली कीमत है।
Right, and for more, let's go across to Rhythm Bharadwaj. She's joining us from the capital. Morning, Rhythm. What do we expect in court today?
A very good morning to you, Sharad and Rupali. I am at the Supreme Court today where UP Chief Minister Mayawati has sparked off a controversy with her unveiling of statues in Lucknow. Today, a PIL will be heard in the Supreme Court on this particular matter. In fact, the PIL that's already been filed in the Supreme Court consistently says that this is a misuse of money by Mayawati in the court. She's misusing the public money. It further goes on to say that this move of hers is violative of Article 14 of the Constitution. It also says that the installation of 60 elephant statues by Mayawati in Lucknow to the tune of over rupees 50 crore is actually something that is not justified by Mayawati. Now, this petition, this public interest litigation that is going to be heard today in the Supreme Court is something that's going to have Mayawati. It might spell trouble for her. In fact, her desire to immortalize herself today might come under the ire of the Supreme Court judges. Also, the PIL says and calls for an immediate stoppage of the construction and installation of the statues of Mayawati and her party leader Kanshi Ram. It further goes on to say that such acts of self-glorification by such leaders is not something that goes down well with the public, especially when it is the public money that's involved in such matters. Lastly, one does have to remember that this is a state where there are 59 million people who are below the poverty line, 56% with a 56% literacy rate. It is something that is shocking a lot of people around India. Lastly, it also says that the UP Culture Department last year, 90% of the money budget of the UP Culture Department last year was spent on making sculptures of Mayawati and her party leader Kanshi Ram. One just has to wait and watch what the Supreme Court today will say on this spurge by Mayawati. Rupali?